Okay, I get it. I'm on the outside looking in. Big dreams, but I'm different. I like to be a misfit.
Indie Music Live, episode 242. We're on YouTube, Facebook, SoundCloud, iTunes, Spotify, all those places. I am JoeJoeKeys, as always, and I'm sitting here with the coolest guy in the world, in
Dave
that
Werba.
room at least. What?
Dave Werba. Yep.
Dave Werba, yeah. How'd you know?
Yep.
How'd you know that was who I was hanging out with? Are you sure you're sure?
Yes.
Anyway, how you doing, Dave? How the
Feeling
hell
good,
are
man. Been feeling real good lately.
you? Yeah.
Yeah. Physically.
All right. Perfect.
Mentally is a different story.
Yeah. I don't have any good jokes tonight. We have some good songs, though. We have, let's see, Stefano Pesapane, another review on the website of this jazz drummer guy. It's a little different than the song we played last time, but still Stefano. And Stefano, how would you say that? I know guys that do both.
I'd go Stefano. I'm trying to figure out if he's French or not.
Because I know a guy that his name was Stefano, and he actually told me once, he's like, no, it's Stefano, not Stefano. It's, you know.
Did he get pissed off?
I don't know. I don't even know
All right.
if he told me because I was calling him that or whatever, but he made sure to tell me once. This is an old piano student. And then a new song by John Michael Ferrari. This is My Heart Can't Breathe. Another review coming up on the website. And then featured artist Erin Coburn hanging out patiently as she's bored to death listening to you guys talk about like Bitcoin and shit. So who knew that would still be cool, right?
Yeah, it still is, man.
So, anyway, let's go ahead and get started. Let's see. Stefano Pesapane, jazz drummer with his brand new single called Changes off of Bentley Records. And he's from another country. Can't remember what it is right now, but another country. It's Finland or something like that. We'll be right back. Seemed like a really fast 2 minutes to me. I don't know. Where did I go there
good.
for a minute? That was weird.
It's good, man. It grabs you.
Stefano, I don't know. Stefano, I think, because it's with an F. That's what I'm going to go with. Pesapane with Changes. He's a drummer, I guess, and not a whole lot of drum, like spotlight there. So I don't know. Like, he does smooth jazz stuff, though, so it definitely fits in with the whole ambient thing that he's doing, from before. I think I like the other song better myself, but just because it grooved more and stuff. This is a little too washy for me to really pay attention for too long.
Oh, man.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. You're more into this like sort of ambient background music.
This is a Siskel and Ebert moment here, man. I disagree. Like I was feeling this one, Joe, for some reason, because we get so much trance stuff, electronica type of music, and most of it tends to just kind of wash out, like you said, where it's just kind of background type of music. It doesn't really grab you. This one, I mean, it's just the composition, right? It was just like thoughtful, as you're kind of listening through it with those, sparse instrumentation, the piano, and the different sound effects and everything. And I was just feeling the groove. I just thought it was great, man. I mean, it kind of reminded me of that band Enigma. Was it Ça de Moi?
Yeah, Enigma. It was like all those Delirium and stuff. All those bands are all sort of in the same realm. What's the other one I'm thinking of? Oh man, Green something, Green River? No, Green Forest, something. Like that.
Oh yeah,
Blue Forest. I forget. It's a long time ago, but yeah. They use a lot of the same sounds too. Enigma and Delirium in particular. Not Stefano, of course. But
is it Secret Garden?
What you're saying. What?
Secret Garden or no?
No.
All right.
No, it's like
move on before.
I'd have to ask my wife. I don't know. She would know probably. But all right, so we're gonna go to Ohio for a minute and talk to Miss Erin Coburn. She submitted her music through some publicist person, I think, and here she is. She's in Middleton, Ohio. I just found out, and I think she's like still pretty young, right? You're like what, 18, 17, something like that?
I just turned 20 in June.
Just okay. Well, then your bio's old. So she's a little older than I thought, but that's all right. Still not 21. So how you doing tonight?
Doing good. How about you?
Thanks for being here. This is when I have the featured artist sort of give your elevator pitch. If I was walking down the road in Middleton and saw you and you're like, hey, I'm in a band, and I'd ask you what it was, that's kind of what you would tell me there. And we're going to check out Misfit, if you want to tell us a little bit about that, too, and then we'll come back and get deeper with Dave.
Yep.
Okay, you want to hear about the Misfit?
Yeah, go ahead. Tell us about yourself for a minute and, just who you are, what you're doing, and a little bit about Misfit, and we'll check it out.
Okay. So my name's Erin Coburn. I'm originally from Cincinnati, Ohio, but just moved to Middletown, Ohio, so it's like an hour north of Cincy. And I've been a professional musician since I was 12. I have 3 original albums out. I've written every single song on the album, in each album, and I'm working on a 4th. I'm a songwriter, audio engineer, producer, guitarist, bassist, and vocalist.
Anything else? That's it?
And a touring artist. But yeah, I've fallen in love with the music industry, and I've just been keeping at it. So I'm primarily rock, but I have blues influences as well, and a little bit of R&B. So
sweet.
And the Misfit was a song. It was a single that I wrote. And I kind of wanted to break out of, younger me and, do something a little more mature and more fun. And not that the other ones weren't fun, but just something different, There's a big difference between when I released my 3rd album, when I think I was like 16. No, 3rd album was like 17 or 18. But, there's a big difference in like a year or two. So the Misfit was definitely a more grown-up song, but still having fun with it.
Yeah, you grow fast when you're that young. It goes faster when you get older, but it seems like it goes slower. I don't know. But anyway, let's check out Misfit. We'll be right back and get deeper with Dave.
Yep.
Okay, I get it. I'm on the outside looking in. Big dreams, but I'm different. I like to be a misfit. Know who I am. I'm not someone else. When I'm in the room, I'm the elephant. Little misfit sitting by myself. Tell me I don't fit in. I know damn well I belong in my own skin. It's me quite well. Don't live to love trends. I live to rebel. So I gotta tell them, okay, I get it. I'm on the outside looking in. Big dreams, but I'm different. I like to be the misfit.
Well, I mean, that looked like fun. You just kind of line the entire room with cardboard and then just splatter paint all over the place. It's
It was
like
a
you, yeah,
last minute video. I actually directed, edited, and shot that video and was in it. So it was a lot in one day, but we made it happen.
like a human canvas. I mean, that just looked
Yeah,
like fun. Something I would have done when I was younger, I'm sure.
it was a lot.
Um, yeah, so I guess the first point I want to make, I mean, just like you were saying, you're kind of, growing up, becoming a woman, obviously. Yeah, I think like the style, he was starting to remind me of like a young Shirley Manson. So, what are your thoughts on that?
I mean, I can see that. I can definitely see that. I get compared to a lot of I get compared to a lot of like blues artists. Actually, I mean, probably not after watching that video, but a lot of people compare me to like Bonnie Raitt a lot of times. But
Okay,
see that too. I can see that too.
got some edgy, attitude going on for sure. No, but you have this kind of what seems to be an innate sense, an innate ability to, which is something that is similar with just the rock stars that have shined the brightest light in their career. The biggest rock star, where they're just they can be uninhibited on stage, but still be confident and relaxed and have style. That's something that's very difficult to teach. It's almost like rhythm in a sense. And yeah, it seems like you have that, and that's a big thing. I mean, if you're wanting to continue to do this for your career, I mean, that is such a great thing to have at such a young age too. Um, so yeah, I'm curious, like, how conscious of that are you? Like, do you even think about it, I guess, when you go and perform?
Not really. When I perform, I like before performances, like obviously I'll practice and try to tighten up things and I'll be thinking then. But when I'm performing, it's coming all from feeling and being in the moment and feeding from or like sharing energy with the audience. Like that's kind of like that's what experiencing when I'm on stage. I'm not really thinking as much. It's
Got
just
it. Makes sense for sure. So yeah, I was asking before the show. So you basically do all the guitar work, in case people were wondering. Said you're mostly a three piece, and sometimes you have guest musicians playing different instruments on stage. Is that correct?
yeah. I sometimes I have a saxophone player.
Cool, cool. So I love that lunchbox guitar. Did you make that yourself?
Thank you. No, I did not. No. My dad tried making a lunchbox and he failed. It did not work. It was a Star Wars lunchbox and it just did not work. So he found a guy in New Jersey, New Egypt Folk String Company, and he was like, "Can you make this?" And he was like, "Yeah, let me try it." And then he made a lunchbox and it was like the coolest thing ever. So I'm actually gonna
That
have
picture is on your website, by the way, erincoburn.com. You can see all those different guitars that you play around with. But does it have you like done full shows with that thing?
I've done a couple songs on it, but I mean, I probably could do a full show in the future. I'm writing more on it for sure.
Cool, cool. All right. What do you got there in front of you?
This is my newest guitar. This is a Strandberg. It's a 7 string, and I'm actually endorsed by this company.
Awesome. And that perfect segue into my last question here. Like I was telling you, I mean, there's a lot of indie artists and, just interested fans that it's kind of been this theme for the past 5 or 6 years doing this show, is like talking about endorsements and sponsorships and everything. It's like, how do you do it? A lot of people can't figure it out because they don't have managers, or they don't have anyone outside the band helping them out. Why
Yeah.
don't you tell us how it worked for you, just the process?
So
'Cause you're endorsed by like three or four different companies here, so.
yeah. I am a proud artist for quite a few companies, and a lot of people think that there's like a secret code when it comes to getting endorsements and stuff. And then a lot of people will go into it having the mindset as, what are they going to give me? What do I get for free? What do I get for free? Which, if you're going into trying to get an endorsement with that attitude, you'll never really get an endorsement. I know some amazing musicians, but they were like begging companies, oh, can I get this for free? Can I have this for free? And
Yeah.
it scares companies away, because when you're in an endorsement, it's like a relationship. It's not one-sided. It's two. So you have to bring something to the table when it comes to, you know, getting endorsements. So, for example, when I talked to Strandberg, I told them, I said, they mainly endorse a lot of metal and prog guitarists, and I'm not a metal or prog guitarist. I'm mainly rock and blues. So I said, you haven't really tapped into that market as much, especially as having a female guitarist, but you haven't tapped into the rock and blues market as much with your guitar. So let me help with that, because I have a pretty big blues following.
Very good. Yeah.
Pretty big blues festivals. So it all
like
has
approach them in a way where you're bringing up points about how to help them build their business rather than just asking for money.
Yeah, you're
not
advertisement. When you're endorsed, I mean, first of all, you should always believe in what you're going to be endorsed by. Don't just take an endorsement because they're going to endorse you. Take it because you actually enjoy playing it, or like really love the product. Because, you know, I have some friends that have gotten endorsements just because like it was offered to them, but they really weren't a fan of like the product. And it's so much harder to like have that relationship and build that, you know, reasoning as to what you bring to the table with something that you don't believe in. So
and the fans pick up on that stuff if they see that the artist is not super excited about it, and absolutely. They don't talk about it off stage, and that
then they'll know it's an advertisement. They'll be like, oh, they're just trying to, you know, they're a sellout, you know. But if you really believe in what you're playing, then, you know, that's the best part about it.
Well, that's great advice. I appreciate that. Hopefully that'll, you know, help a few people out there. Yeah, one more thing. I mean, just are you starting to play more live shows? You know, how's kind of the live circuit getting back to reality here?
So yeah, I have been playing a lot more live shows. Every week I've got shows. We just came back from Kansas, Missouri, Oklahoma, and Texas, and Chicago. And then we're getting ready for some more shows coming up. I've got one in Cincinnati this weekend, and then Knoxville and Tennessee like the weekend after that. So I've been extremely busy, and I am extremely, extremely thankful to be back on the road and playing. So we still try to, you know, be safe and you know, like watch for mandates and things like that. But yeah, thankful to be back.
So yeah, it's ErinCoburn.com. You could check out the site, sign up to her mailing list to stay informed of all the cool stuff she's doing. Did you say you were still doing Twitch streams, or like what do you do on social right now?
So I do Facebook live streams every week. I've actually, I love it because my fans are so awesome on there. But one of my Facebook lives hit 3 million views in like 3 days. It went viral.
Whoa.
So I have a pretty big international following when it comes to the Facebook Live. So it's like a big old family now. I go live and there's everyone from all over the world in there. So I'm actually going live on Wednesday at 6 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. So yeah, tune in.
Very cool. All right, Erin, thanks so much for coming by. Please come back.
Definitely. Thank you.
All right, Rob, if you're ready, we're going to go to that John Michael Ferrari tune. Let's cue it up and let's do it right there. Just like that.
There'll never be an almost over you, a place to go where the light shines through. The problem was from the very start, I was gonna love you with all my heart. But it's too late for me. I do my laundry in privacy, but it's too late for me. My pride won't hurt me 'cause my heart can't breathe. It's too late, too late. There'll never be a set of words help me understand why it's gonna hurt. A single sight is less than two. Me standing here without you, but it's too late for me. I'll do my laundry in privacy, but it's too late for me. My pride won't hurt me 'cause my heart can't breathe. It's too late, too late. Picture in a photograph. I was there when you made me laugh, but it's too late for me. You should have warned me of your strategy.
John Michael Ferrari, I remember his music that he submitted to us over the years. And once again, man, this is like timeless pop, right? It's just, yeah.
He's always better than I remember. You know, it's like I always see him like, oh, yeah, this guy, you know. And then, like, I listen to the song, oh, yeah, this guy's really good.
Yeah. It's so clean. I mean, that like his engineering team is just like totally top notch, man. It's like throw on the headphones. It's like mainstream, you know, type of a mixing going on here.
Not exactly my, like, you know, nothing I'm going to, like, put in and listen to on my own necessarily for fun. Because it's just not my genre, but everything about it is good, you know.
Yeah, I mean, it's sounds good, man. Just good music, you know.
Smooth, like you said, the production is good. It's just like there's nothing amateur about it. That's for sure.
Yeah, and it seems like he's kind of held on to his style for many years.
Yeah,
you know, and he just kind of sticks with what works. And yeah, it's just timeless. It's just like, all right, you know, what year was this popular? It's like any year, man. I mean, it's just good. It's good music. So
yeah. All right, cool. So that's 242. Unless you have anything else there, Mr. Werba.
No, man. Nice to see you again.
Yeah. So next show is going to be not next week, but the week after, whatever day that is. I'm not really sure. Let me look real quick. My computer gonna work? I don't know. 25th. It is November 1st. So the last show of the October, and November 1st is our next show, and we have Katie Fry, I believe, coming on as a featured artist, and then Chan Maurice Evans of You People got in touch with me recently, and they have a new song out. So he's moving back to St. Louis from California, and I believe the end of November after Thanksgiving he'll be on. And that is the week that we're also going to have Breaking the Undertow, I believe, as a featured artist. So Trevor Heaslip. He just came out with another song. I can't keep up.
Again?
Like 3 reviews of his are right. I can't keep up. He's coming out with so many damn songs. But that's a good thing. So, all right, Rob Hicks, Hixvideo, Hixvideo, making us look good as always in this episode 242. And I guess we'll be back in a couple weeks. See ya.